Uh, I'm trying to talk. If y'all coming in, you all, God bless y'all. Afternoon. Why ain't this stuff working with Instagram? There we go. All right. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Got an amazing guest here today. And I'm going to talk to you all about why your mortgage is a fraud and how you can get your mortgage money back. All right. So start telling your friends that we're live and we're going to be talking about why your mortgage is a fraud and how to get your mortgage money back. Okay. I'm going to teach y'all why your mortgage is a fraud and how to get your mortgage money back. And if y'all want to really see this interview, go over on Instagram and you can meet my wife. Okay. We just got $1 million tax refund and got her status changed so that she's not in the tax system anymore and getting 3 years worth of her mortgages back. Okay. So this is my wife, Shante, everybody. Hey, baby, say hi to everybody.
Grace and peace, everyone.
Okay. All right. So tell your friends. The best way for y'all to listen today is if y'all go over to Instagram because we're streaming this on StreamYard. If you go to Instagram, you can meet my wife or you can just listen to me talk if you want to. So let's just get straight into it, honey. So congratulations to you on being a foreign national person now. Congratulations to you on being a American national, however y'all want to put it, foreign national, American national, a real American person. Congratulations to you. And but before you did that, you were able to get your money back from the bank because you filed you started doing your private trust in 2022. So congratulations to you for getting your trust tax refund back in 2022 of over $1 million. Congratulations to you. Everybody put congratulations in the chat to my wife. Y'all say y'all can't see it, but still congratulate her anyway. All right. All right. Be nice. Be nice. All right. Always say congratulations to people. You don't have to know them. Just congratulate them. Don't be hating. All right. Say congratulations. All right. So everybody on TikTok say congratulations, honey. They can't see you, but they happy for you. All right. So let me just read you all some things. First of all, let me explain to you all. Y'all get y'all pens out. This is a multi-million-dollar class. So get y'all ink pens out. Start writing real quick unless you're driving or something. And I want y'all to write down a few things. I'm going to give y'all a couple of laws to tell you how we live the way that we live. This is normally reserved. You got to come to our financial IQ challenge to learn this. But I'm going to teach y'all without y'all having to come to the challenge today. Okay. So how's everybody doing over here on Instagram? Let me just check with y'all real quick, see how y'all doing. Make sure y'all can still see me. Can y'all see me over here on Instagram? Everybody put congrats in the chat. I'm trying to tell you on Instagram so I can make sure y'all can see us. All right, everybody just put congrats. Let me make sure if I can see congrats in here, then I know y'all can see what's going on. I'm trying to get used to all this technology. All right. Okay. I don't see congrats in the chat, y'all. I'm tell you, I don't know if they want to watch us on Instagram. I don't see congrats. Are y'all okay over here? I don't see y'all. All right. All right. Hey, Dr. J. Everybody look, Shante just got $1 million check. Just tell her congrats. Don't hate. I'm going to show y'all how to get the same check. Okay. All right. Just tell her congrats. All right. I don't see y'all. I don't see y'all. Am I missing something? Because I know we ain't got all these people that don't care about, that ain't happy for you. I know that's impossible. All right. Okay. So, all right. So let's just get straight into the lesson. Shante, so we're teaching everybody today how to get their mortgage money back and the fact that their mortgage is a fraud. So first, let's just talk about why the mortgage is a fraud in the first place. So everybody get some pen out, get some paper out, and so I can instruct you. Okay. So the number one reason that your mortgage is a fraud is because when you walked into the bank and you told the bank, listen, I want a loan. They say, for what? You say, for a house. They're like, cool. They said, okay. So they start asking you a lot of questions. So the first question they ask you is, your name, and they warm you up and all that. Then finally they ask you what they really want to ask you. What's your social security number? So that's the first fraud that you suffered when you went in to get a loan, was the fact that you was asked for your social security number. So everybody write this down. Okay. Was it fraud, baby, from the beginning? Was it fraud, honey?
From its inception.
From its inception. Okay. So let's read everybody this law that you never heard. Most of you, 99% of y'all never heard this law. You don't even know it exists because you haven't been taught your client rules when you walk into a bank. The bank tells you they got these rules called know your client rule. Well, let me explain some rules to you. You need to know your bank rule. All right. Everybody put it in the chat. Know your bank. All right. Everybody put it in the chat. Know your bank. Later for us walking in, you asking us all these questions. Let me tell you the question you're supposed to ask the bank. None of y'all have asked the bank. All right. Why? Because the bank has a know your client rule. but you need to know your bank rule if you're going to be rich. You're not going to be rich walking in the bank and they the ones asking all the questions. They the ones drilling you. It's called framing, you all. And it means that they make you feel privileged to walk in and give them your hard-earned money. And then they get rich off of your hard-earned money and then make you feel like it was a privilege for you to give it to them. It's a cold move, all right? But it works, and it works big time because you don't know your rights. All right, so since you don't know your rights, the bank knows, so the bank just basically just pimp slap you when you walk in. All right, so let me read y'all this law. Y'all write this law down. And one of y'all put it in the chat so everybody else can see it. It's called the Privacy Act of 1974. The Privacy Act of 1974. Somebody put it in the chat. The Privacy Act of 1974. And this is section number 7. And let me read it to you. It says, not if, but it shall be unlawful for any federal, state, or local government agency to deny any individual any right, benefit, or privilege provided by law because of such individual's refusal to disclose his or her social security number. All right, let me read it to you one more time. All right, everybody put Privacy Act of 1974 so y'all know where I got this from. Privacy Act of 1974, section number 7. All right, everybody write it down. Privacy Act of 1974. Y'all be asking me all these questions. I'm trying to get y'all some game now without you having to come to none of my classes so you can have some things that you can read, okay? The Privacy Act of 1974, section number 7 is what I'm reading right now. When we get done, go and read it for yourself. Look, don't ever be afraid of the United States Corporation of America and all of its entities because the bank is part of the United States Corporation of America system. So when I'm reading to you, this applies to the bank, it applies to everything. All right, so don't think we're talking about some government entity because there ain't no government. All right, it's a company. The United States Corporation of America is what's running Washington, D.C., and don't you be deceived. So know your rights and read, okay? Don't let nobody pour pee on your head and tell you it's raining. All right, so it said it's unlawful for any federal, state, or local government agency, that's all a bank is, that's all of these, everything that trickles down from the Federal Reserve, all part of the Federal Reserve system. Because it's the Federal Reserve that creates everything that happens and dictates here in America. And the Federal Reserve ain't even federal. It's a bunch of foreigners who occupy space in a territory in a United States territory, but they're not federal. All right, it's the non-federal Federal Reserve. So the first book you should read is The Creature from Jekyll's Island, which shows you how the Federal Reserve was created back in 1910 and the cats that got together and how they created the bankruptcy of the United States of America and why every mortgage is a fraud, because every mortgage is debt that was loaned to you. So how in the world can you pay a debt? How in the world can somebody loan you debt? Are you hearing me? So I'm gonna break it down in a second so you can really understand what I'm talking about. All right, everybody put break it down in the chat, and I promise I promise you I'm gonna break it down like a fraction. Y'all ready? Just put break it down in the chat. All right, just put BD. All right, BD, break it down. All right, I'm gonna break it down. Y'all ready? I say, y'all ready? I'm gonna break it down like a fraction. Now y'all ready? Put break it down in the chat. All right, I'm gonna break it down like a fraction. Did you hear me? So let me read y'all along one more time, and so you can write it down, and we got to keep moving. Okay. So it shall be unlawful for any federal, state, or local government agency to deny any individual right, benefit, or privilege provided by law because of such individual's refusal to disclose his or her social security number. That is unlawful. So the first thing you do when you walk to the bank is say, "Give me your social security number." Well, that's unlawful. Okay, they're not. If you say no, you say no, I don't want to give you my social security number, and why? Because why you want it? Okay, so you never ask the bank that because you are in you as an individual person are in such submission to the banking system until you don't ask them nothing. You just sit there and take it. Why? Because you assume that that's the position that you're supposed to take. But the Bible says that we the head and not the tail, the lender and not the borrower, above and not beneath, according to Deuteronomy 28. So most people get those scriptures, but it don't apply to them. Why? Because they don't know the law. See, that's why you got to know the law. Now, word is a light into our feet, a light into our path and a lamp into our feet. That's what the law is. By the law, you start breaking your way out of when you know the law, common law, I'm talking about biblical law and the law of the land. It's the supreme law of the land is the Bible. But if you don't know that, then you just walk right into these institutions and they just treat you any kind of way because you don't know the law. You think the Bible is a religious book. It's not a religious book. It's a book on governments. All right. And the king is Jesus. Are you hearing me? And we are the subjects of his kingdom. And that means that we have rights. Okay. Rights and privileges that you have to change your status so that you can so that you can perform these rights because you currently have bad status. And I'm going to teach you how to change your status in a second. I'm going to give you a couple of ideas because I'm going to read to you my status change. I'm going to read what a matter of fact, what I'm reading you right now is part of my, this is part of my explanation, my explanatory statement. This is this 5, 6 pages of my explanatory statement explaining to the United States Corporation of America why I'm withdrawing from you telling me what to do. All right. That's why I'm withdrawing from you telling me what, because you ain't a country, you're a company. All right. And you blocking my money and you blocking my kids' money and you blocking my legacy. All right. Because you messing with my legs. Are you hearing me? Because you can't have no legacy without no legs. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Everybody put you're messing with my legs. Put it in the chat. Or just put don't mess with my legs. All right. Put it in the chat. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? So come on, tell it. Tell the United States Corporation of America, don't mess with my legs. They're cutting y'all legs off and you don't realize it. And it starts when you walk into the bank. They cutting your legs off. Okay, are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Tell them stop messing with my legs. Put it in the chat. All right, so listen to this. It says that's the law. Then it says publication L 93-579, section 7-5 USC section 552A. Now y'all need to slow this video down, replay it, and write all this stuff down. Okay, so just slow it down and replay it and write all this stuff down. All right. No, unless disclosure is required by the federal statute for welfare recipients to obtain and provide social security numbers. So unless you're getting some welfare, ain't nobody supposed to ask you for your social security number. All right. And they supposed to tell you why they want it. All right. Watch this. It says section B, any federal, state, or local government agency which requests an individual to disclose the social security number shall inform that individual whether that disclosure is mandatory or voluntary, by what statutory or other authority such number is solicited, and what uses will be made of it. All right, that's the law. So when you sit down and you open up a bank account and they say, hey, give me a social security number, they supposed to explain to you why they want it. Now, of course, they're not going to explain to you why they want it. Why? Because you don't know your rights. I just got through reading it to you. All right. So you ain't going to ask them why they want it, and they ain't going to explain it to you. So why do they want it? Why do they ask you for your social security number? I'm going to tell you why your mortgage is a fraud, and I'm going to teach you the lending system. All right. Everybody put teach me, Brother Rick, in the chat, and I promise you I'll teach you. All right. Just put TM in the chat, and I promise you I'm going to teach you. Are y'all awake over here on Instagram? What's going on over here? I'm going to give y'all this multi-million-dollar lesson. Y'all paying attention? What's going on over here? Put teach me in the chat. Let me make sure y'all still awake over here. I'm looking on Instagram right now. Is this comment section working? What's going on over here? All right. I'm gonna teach you. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I see one person want to be taught. Well, y'all, what's going on over here? All right, Lex. All right, y'all want to be taught? What's happening? All right, put teach me in the chat, and I'm gonna teach you. Okay. I'm gonna give you some of this multi-million-dollar game, and I'm not charging y'all today. Okay. All right, I just want to be a blessing today. It's a Saturday afternoon. We should be out golfing, but I feel the Holy Ghost on me. All right, so I want to teach y'all what's going on. All right, are y'all ready? All right, put teach me in the chat. All right, there you go. All right. Okay, I see you. All right, Shirley. All right, I'm going to teach you what's going on. Okay, so we're in the bank now.
Hey, Lex.
I have.
All right, y'all want to be taught? What's happening? All right, put teach me in the chat. I'm going to teach you. Okay, I'll give you some of this multi-million-dollar game, and I'm not charging y'all today. Okay.
Hey, what is that? Why is my voice echoing?
Saturday afternoon.
You hear that?
But I feel the Holy Ghost.
You hear my voice echoing?
All right, are y'all ready? All right, keep me in the chat.
What the Samuel's going on? My voice is echoing. Hold on, y'all.
All right, Shirley. All right, the teacher what's going on. Okay, so we're in the bank now. I have. All right, y'all.
All right, I don't know what that was, but my voice is starting to echo over here. Sorry, you all on TikTok. My voice is starting to echo over here on Instagram, and I don't know if y'all can still hear me. It look frozen. I don't know. If it's the devil or what it is. But anyway, let me keep teaching you all what's going on. All right, so hopefully y'all can hear me over here, and hopefully I'm not frozen. Baby, can you still see me? Baby,
yes,
can you still see me?
Yes, but you are frozen.
But I'm frozen?
Yes, but you are frozen.
So, but you can hear me talk?
Yes.
All right. Okay, can y'all still see me on Instagram? Am I frozen, or can y'all still see me? Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me, but I'm frozen? All right. Okay. As long as y'all can hear me then. All right. That's jacked up. And y'all can we still cool on TikTok, right? Cause we just put cool in the chat. Are we still cool? Cause I'm going to break it down. Double hater. He always trying to interrupt stuff every time he's trying to help everybody. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm talking to my wife, you all, and my wife has amazing status. She is a free woman. Okay. When I met Shante, I told her my goal in life is to make sure that you got a legacy. all right, and that you are able to do. And I want to talk to all my brothers for a second. If you'll change, if you'll make your attitude towards your wife that you want to build a legacy for her, and she becomes the number one like idea in your mind, not your kids, your wife, okay, that you want to build a legacy. I'm talking to my brothers for a second. Then God will transfer that over to your kids. He'll transfer it over to your grandkids. He'll transfer it over to your unborn kids. I'm talking to all my brothers today because you're supposed to be the teacher of your family. And right, your wife is supposed to be learning from you. She's not the primary teacher. She's not supposed to be. You're supposed to be a covering her head, which means that you're supposed to get some information and pass it to your woman. Not saying that your wife ain't smart and brilliant, da 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 da. But what I'm saying is that you have to be a reader, brother. Okay, you have to be a reader, a teacher, and a coach of your career first before you start calling yourself talking to other people and trying to teach other people what to do. All right. So all my brothers, I just want y'all to understand that. Okay. It's your job to be able to build up the welfare of your wife, and then she'll help build up the welfare of your company and your business because we're partners, business partners. But I told her when I first met her, I said, you're going to be a very wealthy person. You know, Lord bless us both with good energy, and don't either one of us die soon. We just trust God for that. And I was broke. When I met her, I had $50 in a hotel room. I moved in her house. I had no money. You dig what I'm saying? But she was trusting enough to, deal with that kind of situation because she ain't no ride or die or no gold digging type chick. She got like real values, So all you brothers, if you're focused on that, then you'll make a lot of money because God have blessed the fact that you ain't focused on you and that you focused on a whole legacy. So let's just all that's why I'm teaching y'all. I'm teaching y'all so y'all can change y'all approach and make your approach legacy and not no immediate gain. And then you'll have way more than what you need because you ain't thinking about you. You're thinking about the whole big picture. All right. So that's how we learned all of this. That's why God gave us such a brilliant mind because of what we've been focusing on. We ain't been focusing on individual personal gain. We've been focusing on posterity and the commonwealth of people. All right. We are interested in the common wealth of everybody. So before we go any further, let me give you all a few more announcements because you all been asking me a few things. So let me just make a few more announcements. The first announcement is that the reason I'm teaching y'all about this lending system is because this money that you got for your mortgage was a credit that was given to the Federal Reserve when you went into the bank. The Federal Reserve gave them money, and money, cash money, if fiat money is debt. It's an IOU. It's not backed by anything. It's not backed by gold. It's not backed by silver. It's worthless, but you perceive it as being worth something. So you pass it around, and that's how you pay your bills. But if they ever raid the banks and start taking the money out, you won't have any money. So my suggestion is that you start buying gold and that you start buying silver. And if you're on Instagram, all you got to do is just put gold in a direct message. And my gold representative, my silver representative, he'll talk to you and tell you what you need to do. I buy my gold and my silver, and they pay me if somebody else buys it. And so you can do the same thing. You can buy gold and silver and get paid when other people buy it because everybody's about to start changing their money over to gold and silver anyway. So you might as well get a head start on it and get paid to do it. All right. So I'm teaching y'all some ideas because y'all make money too hard. All right. You're supposed to make money easy. You're not supposed to make money hard. Are you listening to me? 2 jobs, that's for 2 people. 3 jobs, that's for 3 people. That stuff is slow. You're just going to die without no money. You got to change the way you make money. So when you start doing something, you make sure that you tell other people what you're doing. And then make sure that you get compensated. Everybody always talking to me about, I'm like, hey, well, how can we all make money? If we can all make money, then I'll do it. If we can't all make money, then don't be coming to me trying to get my money and I can't get none back from you. Okay, what the hell is that? What kind of mess is that? All right, that's the way slaves live. That's why I don't get excited about meeting people who celebrities and stuff. I'm like, well, what I got to do with me? All right, I'm from the hood. I'm from the projects. I don't want to wear your gym shoes and stuff. You dig what I'm saying? If me and you can have a meeting and we both benefit from it, then cool. If we ain't both benefiting, then you don't mean nothing to me. And you shouldn't be running around here wearing people's shoes and their clothes and all that sort of a thing. And they mean a whole lot to you, and you don't mean nothing to them. And what you want some autograph from some rich dude? That ain't gonna change your life. Are you hearing me? I don't mean nothing to me. I'm not starstruck by nobody. Are you listening to me? If I was you, I wouldn't be either. I just have some rules about my life and about my financial situation that I do business with you if you're doing business with me. If you don't want to do no business with me, I ain't interested in you. And then you'll stop tricking your money out and stop letting people pimp you and play you. You dig what I'm saying? And waste your time and waste your life and stuff. You'll stop doing that stuff. And the bank is the first person that I would start doing that with. I'd be like, I'm not coming in your bank. You getting all the money and I ain't get none back. I'm not doing that. Don't make sense. Why in the world should you be pimping me and I'll be paying all your bills? No way in the world I do that. So when you walk into the bank, all right, everybody say, everybody just put stop it in the chat. Okay, just put it in the chat. Talk to yourself. Talk to yourself. Everybody put in the chat, stop it. Stop doing business with people who don't do no business with you. All right, just use some common sense. Okay, just stop it. Just stop it. Just make up your mind that the way I'm gonna live the rest of my days is I'm gonna stop giving people money, and I ain't got nothing. I ain't getting nothing. I just gonna. It's just common sense. Okay, so the reason that Shante, my wife here that I'm interviewing, the reason that she got $1 million back on a return is because she has the system where when she put the money in the bank, we created the system for her. Well, when she puts the money in the bank, they give her bank deposits back. And all my clients, that's the way we do things. So we'll go over that in a second. But first, let's talk about how fraudulent this mortgage is. I had to do all that just to set y'all up so y'all can understand what we're talking about as far as this mortgage is concerned. So that was my first announcement. My second announcement is that some of you all took our going through our financial IQ, where we're going to send you an assessment where you can assess your whole situation. And then one of our representatives is going to call you back and break down what your current situation is like, and then give you some suggestions on what you should do. And we're going to do it for free. One of our represent, and all you got to pay for your assessment, instead of paying $97, all you got to pay is $7. Okay. So if you haven't had an assessment, go to our Instagram and just put IQ test, and then we'll send you the link and you can sign up for it. You'll have it within 7 days. Okay. We're going to be working overtime for you all over the next few days to make sure that everybody gets an assessment. Now, I said I was going to just do 100 people, but a lot of y'all wanted it. So we're going to extend it until Monday at midnight, but you can go ahead and do it today. Okay. But I'm extending it. I'm not going to keep announcing it. I'm not going to keep extending it, but you can do it until Monday at midnight. Okay. And then we're going to be done with that. You can still do it after that, but it's going to be $97 to get an assessment. So if you only want to pay $7, put thank you in the chat. All right. But make me feel good about it. Okay. Because we got basically be doing a whole lot of work without making no money up front to help you. All right. And then we're going to give you an assessment. So just put thank you in the chat to make me feel better. Okay. All right. $7. That's all you got to pay. So if you want it, go on Instagram and just put in IQ test. That's all you got to do. And now you say, brother, hey, help me out. All right. So the computer, the robot has sent it back, because we don't want to be physically sitting around typing in stuff for thousands of people. So just help yourself. Okay. Let's all work together and use the technology and stuff. Okay. So just go to Instagram, put IQ test in my DM. All right. And it'll automatically go back to you. You'll automatically get the test. So that's the second announcement. Then I have one more announcement, and then let's get back into this mortgage thing. I'm doing a class on how I bought all this real estate and how I started in business. It's a $3,000 class, but it's for 6 weeks. And I don't have no cheap classes, because we teach people how to make. I'm gonna show you how I bought a property for $10,000, sold it for $45,000 in 2 days. I bought a building for $65,000, sold it for $85,000. How I bought a church. How I did $100,000 deal. I'm gonna show y'all, and I'm gonna have one of my students that's gonna teach it with me, who done made a lot of money with me. It's a 6-week class. It's $3,000 for the class. It's 6 weeks, and ain't no payment plans and all that. Either you want to do it or you don't. Okay, so it's for 6 weeks. We're gonna meet you once a week, and we're gonna show you the system that shows you where all the real estate is around the whole United States, all the foreclosures, all of the pre-foreclosures, all of the cash investors, and all of the probate cases clear across the United States in real time. That's what our system shows us, and we'll show you how to use it, and we'll show you how you can buy and sell some properties without having to necessarily use any of your own money. So if you're interested in that, then that class starts Tuesday coming up as we speak. And I'm giving y'all all these announcements so that you won't say, Brother Ricky, you have class and you tell us nothing about it. It's a $3,000 class. So if you want it, you go to Instagram again, you just type in real estate, and then you'll automatically get the link on Instagram. All right. Okay. So that's my announcements. And let's get back to this mortgage. All right. So, sweetheart, you still with me, baby?
I'm here.
Okay. I appreciate your patience, honey. So I was just reading my explanatory statement, and now that you finished everything that I'm in the middle of doing, you already finished. So I'm real happy for you, because you're a go-getter. You take care of your business. When you find out something, you rush. When I first told you about Bitcoin, you went on in there and you put your money in, and by the end of the year, you had 20 times your money. Back in 2017, when I first told you about Bitcoin, and you handled your business. Listen, everybody put velocity. Everybody put that in the chat, because the velocity of money is how you make it. So when you find out about something, when you move fast, by the time everybody else find out, It's an old deal. Okay. So the velocity of money. So everybody put velocity in the chat so you can get used to the idea of how to make real money. That's how we came out to projects and became multimillionaires, because as soon as somebody teaches something, we just go do it. While everybody else talking about it, trying to be about it, wasting all their time, and being pessimistic. And I'm like, man, anybody got time for you? By the time you make up your mind to do something, we done already ran rings around you. Not because we better than you. It's just that we believe in the velocity of money, and you think that it's just gonna come to you. That ain't how it go. The way that money works is that you instigate it. All right. Everybody put the velocity of money, and then everybody put instigate wealth, because wealth is instigated. You instigate it. You remember how when you was little, everybody always running up on you trying to instigate something? Well, you instigate wealth. Wealth is instigated. It's not something that just shows up. It shows up because you started, you instigate it. And once you instigate it, you start finding out all kind of things as you move forward. So you instigated your wealth, honey. And I'm real proud of you, because every time I've taught you about something, you've done it. And I'm just real proud of you. I'm really happy for you. So let's talk about why, let's finish with this mortgage thing. And then you tell us why you're getting your mortgage money back for the last 3 years. So let's talk for your last 3 years of paying a mortgage, I should say. So let's talk about why you qualify for that now, and why you absolutely positively will get your money back. All right. So let's talk just like you got $1 million check that you ain't nobody got to be questioning, because you got it. So let's talk about it. They give you $1 million check, don't think nothing about giving you a mortgage back. So let's finish talking about why this mortgage is a fraud and why they have to give you your money back when you file a certain status. Okay. So the reason it's a fraud, and tell me if you agree with this, baby. The reason it's a fraud is because when you went into the bank asked you for your social security number. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so they asked you for your social. When they asked you for your social and you gave it to them without asking them no questions, because they supposed to told you why they asked you for it. So they already illegal, because they're supposed to tell you, we just read the law, didn't we? Did we just read it? Say we just read it. Everybody put in the chat. Just put we just read it. Did we just read the law? Or did we not? Everybody put it in the chat. So we ain't guessing about stuff. Then we just read it. Okay. So everybody put it in the chat. We just read it. All right. Let's all agree around the whole world so that we can pump each other up. All right. We just read it. It's the Privacy Act of 1974. So they didn't tell you why they was asking you, but the reason that they was asking you is because as soon as you gave it to them, and you still got your lunch money from 3rd grade with your 800 plus score and all that. So as soon as you gave them your social, they looked you up and say, "Ooh, she in the 800 club." Yummy, 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 yummy. They started rubbing their stomach, and they sent the message to the Federal Reserve. So the Federal Reserve said, "What the heck? We'll give you a credit for this woman coming in here to get this mortgage." And they did what? They gave your bank $300,000 for the $100,000 you asked for, and what? A credit for it. Why? Because they credit the bank with debt money that they don't even have, because all fiat money is debt. All right. So how in the world can you give somebody a loan with debt? So that means that the loan that you got was paid before you got it, because it was debt that they loaned you. All right. Everybody put it in the chat. They loaned me debt. All right. So you can tell, so you can remember yourself later on if you're taking notes, why your mortgage is an illegal, fraudulent document. All right. So you can remember that. All right. Say they loan me debt. How in the world are you going to loan me some debt? Yeah, you got to loan me something that's got some consideration in it, which means that you got some skin in the game. You can't loan me debt. Are you listening to me? That means the debt already been paid if you loaning me debt. Are you hearing me? So that's the first reason why your mortgage is a fraud, is because they loaned you debt. They didn't loan you no money. The bank didn't loan it to you at all. You say, how is that, Ricky? Everybody that's at home right now, just pull out your mortgage document. All of y'all that's at home right now, just pull it out and look at it. You're going to see two things. The first thing you're going to see is that you're a tenant. You say, why they call you a tenant? Because until you make the last payment, you don't own no house, no way. Okay? Until you make the last payment. All right? You're a tenant. You're just renting your house until you make the last payment. You're just renting it with interest, and you're renting it with amortized interest. The biggest fraud in the history of time. What kind of gangster would set up a system where you pay me 3 times back what you asked for? What kind of gangster would do something? That's gangster. Everybody put it in the chat, TG. All right? That's gangster, man. You walk into, is that gangster, baby?
That's gangster.
No, I like the way you said, say it again, girl. That's gangster. Say it again. That's gangster.
That's
Say it again.
gangster. That's gangster.
Everybody put, that's gangster, man. You walk into the bank and they gangstering us around like that. asking us for our social, ain't telling us why they want it. And then they call up the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve say, yeah, you got a good one over there. All right, so thanks a lot. So let's gangster them around and charge them 3 times what they asking for. So now you have this debt that that's been loaned to you, debt that's been loaned to you, not money, but debt that's been loaned to you. And now so you have a fraudulent document that ain't signed by the bank. So you say, why the bank didn't sign it? Because they cannot sign it. Because by the Federal Reserve's laws and rules, the bank cannot loan you money from out of their assets because it's illegal, because it's not their asset that you got. Did you hear what I said? All that money is just made up out of thin air. So that's why it's illegal. That's why it's fraudulent. And that's why you have a right to get your money back, but you got to change your status to be able to get your money back. All right. You say, so what does that mean, Ricky? That means you need to come to class. myfinancialiqchallenge.com. You need to come to class. And then you can learn throughout the week everything it is that we do. And then at the end of the week, you decide if you want to be a part of what we do. And we can decide if we want you to be a part of what we do. And you can learn all of that in a challenge. Come into the VIP section so that you can be able to observe all the questions. Come to the platinum section so you can be able to ask some questions. You say, so what's the difference, Ricky? You can't ask no questions if you're not in the platinum section. Why? Because you're cheap. And if you're cheap and you come into a multi-million-dollar meeting and we got something in this little cheap, it don't cost $5.97 to come to our class for a whole week. A multi-million-dollar class that teach you all your rights and how to make money, how to manage it, and how to multiply it. A multi-million-dollar class. And you can come there for, that little chump change. You say, ooh, how much you say again, Brother Rick? Ooh, did you say 597 whole dollars? Man, let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you something, sister. Let me tell you something, queen. Let me tell you something, king. If you got a problem and you grown man, grown woman, and you got a problem with $600, then you absolutely need an education. And because most of y'all have been to college and you ain't got $600, you've been to college for 4 years and got a $100,000 bill from 4 years plus, and you ain't got $600. Say, what's up with that? Everybody put that in the chat. What's up with that? Come on, everybody put it in the chat. What's up with that? Come on, talk to yourself. Talk to all your brothers and sisters too. Tell them what's up with that. 4 years in school, paid $100,000 plus, and then I tell you, we telling you we got a $100 million course going on for a whole week, and you come and learn what you ain't never been taught in your life for a whole week. It ain't gonna cost you nothing but $600 little measly dollars. And you like, man, if I could just scrum that up, that go to show you how much, that go to show you what kind of slavery we suffering from. That we can go into these banks, we don't question the bank about nothing. We just go in and just deposit that money. Don't ask them no questions about nothing. They give us fraudulent paperwork from the Federal Reserve, pimp the mess out of us. And then when we start telling y'all what to do, sitting around and scratching your head and stuff, wondering about some little chump change to come and learn. You come to our class for as little as $97. You just can't you can't come to the section and hear the questions. And so now you're gonna be sitting over there, just because you was cheap, you're gonna be sitting over there talking about, man, I should have been getting all of them. I don't even know what questions being asked. And you're gonna have all those questions and stuff. And then people have a nerve to be seeing putting questions in the Facebook group. Ain't anybody answering your questions. We got a section for that, okay? Where you got to be a platinum person to ask one, but at least be in a VIP group so you can hear the questions. At least. Are you hearing me? Listen, everybody write this down. When somebody start putting some fat on your head, run into the solution. All right? Don't run into the problem. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Everybody step into it. Because if you're going to have this money, the first thing you do is you step into the commitment that's required to get the money. You don't run away from it. And you don't let no little money stop you from getting big money. Are you hearing me? Because if you got a $600 problem, you got some serious problems. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You want to step into where the money is. You're finna come into a meeting with me and all my multi-million-dollar friends, and we're gonna teach you what's going on for a whole week and tell you what's going on and how to get this money and what it is that you need to do. All right. And at the end of the week, you can decide if you want to kick it with us. But you'll learn so much with me during the course of a week until if you just go practice the stuff that I teach you about money, you can go make $1 million like we make $1 million in a day. Because I'm gonna teach y'all our money moves that we make. All right, I'm teaching you how to talk to people and how to make presentations. I'm gonna teach you how to take a video and make the video go viral. And so don't worry about money. Okay, just come on over to the class so you can get around some money so that you can learn how to make some money. Are you hearing me? Don't never let money stop you from having money. All right? Because that ain't nothing but idol worship. Everybody that lets money, little bits of money, stop them from making a lot of money, it's because they worship money. They idolize money. They holding on to a couple of little wooden nickels, and they don't invest in their brain. I done spent over $1 million over the last year and a half, or me and Shante and my whole family learning things. Are you listening to me? But it didn't cost me nothing. Why? Because I made millions, and I'm from the projects, from the hood, from the joint. $50 in a hotel. Are you hearing me? So it ain't. I don't care where you at. That's irrelevant. It don't make no difference where you at financially. It make a difference where you at mentally. And do you believe in yourself? Do you have some confidence in yourself? That what? If you put me in a room with people that's got money, I'm gonna get it. Why? Because I'm gonna do what they told me to do. So, Shante, that's why I'm so proud of you. That's why I got my wife on here today. She's my #1 student in the world. My wife. She's my #1. She's the first millionaire I made getting tax refunds back. First one out of all the people I know. And so I'm proud of you, baby, and what's going on with your life. So you know all about this fraudulent thing. So you filed your paperwork and now you are free. So that gave you the right. First of all, talk about that. How does it feel to be free that you filed your paperwork? You are you are free. You are a foreign sovereign now. Okay. And you are free from being taxed at any level whatsoever. Now you are the trustee of the social that they gave you, that they've been robbing, taking all that money from all your life, and now you can start tapping into the debts that you paid before, because those debts were paid before you paid them. Now they got to start giving you back that money. Can you possibly explain what's going on with you, dear?
Yeah, it's very surreal. It is very surreal, and I know probably a lot of you are kind of angry, but there is good news, and that's the part we definitely want to leave you with. There is good news. So yes, they have done these things, but there is a remedy. And so for the last couple years, we've basically been just kind of following the footprints. And so, Coach, like I said, from his talk with the football player, what's his name again, Coach?
Tim
Tim,
Brown.
Tim Brown, like Tim something, Tim Brown, from that journey of just knowing that there's a better way to live and that you don't have to live so hard. That's the most brilliant thing that we have to tell you. Like, as he said before, the debt of the United States was never meant to be put on the citizens. It was always on the onus of the government to take care of this people. And that's the same reason why they left England in the first place, is because they want to get out of this harsh treatment. So we've been last couple of years just kind of following the footprints, and just saying, okay, Lord, if these are our inalienable rights, and the people came here, the pilgrims came here, the people came here to free themselves of that type of dictatorship, then where is the way? And so I'm just so excited. I'm glad to be a student of yours. I'm glad that you're just like a pit bull when it comes to information, because you just would not let it go. And then even from there, and then you found out the spendthrift trust, and then somebody else said, hey, but there's another trust that's even better than that. And this trust actually enables you to get 10 times your bank deposits. And we're like, whoa, wait a minute. And like, have you seen this done? And so the last 15 months, we're kind of waiting. And then we have members waiting. So we have like 15 or so people that are going to be just as blessed as me any day. This is a process is not for the faint of heart at all. But here's the thing, that the most beautiful part about all of it is like the time is going to go by anyway. And if you don't make these steps to get your money back, then you're willfully ignorant, one. But number two, if you don't make the steps to do it, it's like, and close your mind off to this, there's more generations that's going to come behind you, and they continue to fall, they continue to struggle, and then suicide becomes more real, and then struggle becomes more real. It's like we're going to continue to condition ourselves to live a life of poverty and teach our kids the same way until, even the Bible says, before he comes, the love of many is going to wax. Oh, things are going to become so frustrating for people in these next several decades. And it's like right now you have a chance to position yourself and position your family, so at least you can take that out of the way. But the other thing I was going to say is like, if I didn't know these things, it's like a lesson in patience is what I'm about to speak about. Because if I didn't know these things were happening or could happen, this time was going to go by anyway. So it's like, if it takes 2 years to get for me to deposit my $1 million check and to become 10 million, if it takes 2 years for that to do that, so what? Because what was I doing before? Like, what were you doing before anyway that now you're impatient with the wait? And so when we were vetting a few more vendors right now, and so I put myself through the process before we introduced that to our family, and they're helping me, and they're like, you can go back 3 years, and I'm thinking to myself, like, what if we didn't investigate this? Like, so yes, they messed up and this, that, whatever, but I can go back 3 years on not just my mortgages coach. I'm going back on mortgages. I'm going back on every bank deposit for the last 3 years. You know, I'm going back on every credit card. And this is what's crazy, y'all. It's not even what you put on a credit card. We're going to be able to restore. They base it on your credit limits. Let's say you have a $10,000 credit card, you might not use $1,000 of that.
Baby, you gonna give all that game out now? I was just talking about the mortgage. Why you gotta do?
Because there's so much.
Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. Somebody, sit down to make sure we ain't got no insurance for y'all if y'all faint. All right. Why you gotta do all that, baby? You know what? I can't be having you on the show. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead. Break it down.
It's just that once one door opens up, guys, it's like when you open your mind to one possibility, man, we're talking 10 or 15 other things just magically appear. It's like, I feel like God is like, I'm definitely not going to call him Santa Claus, but God is just sitting up there and he has this big old bag of things that he wants to give his people. And it's like the word says, because you reject knowledge, I reject you. It's like he's not going to give us these things if we don't pursue. And it's like it's time out for being normal. It is time out for being underclass. It's time out for being exploited by people. It's time out for that. It's like you owe it to you. You owe it to your grandkids. Listen, y'all, I have no natural grandparents myself. And so me and Coach, we have grandkids today, but I have no natural. I have already started buying clothes for my future grandbaby. I'm already set aside money for my future granddaughter and my future grandson, already making sure they're put in instruments and that the will and stuff is set up for that. I'm already doing that because the Bible says,
don't say will, you're going to scare everybody.
I'm sorry. The Bible says to dig your ditches. According to your faith, you dig your ditches. And so I send my kids cute little outfits. They're like, calm down, mom. So I'm sending outfits. I just bought this for my granddaughter. I just bought this for my grandson. I'm like, my thinking is way out there. They already have money. They're going to be born rich, period. And they're going to be born. And here's the most important thing for you that are Christians. How can we build the kingdom of God with no money? When he is soon to come, how can we establish a king of God on earth? He's not going to drop money out the sky. We have to go get what is rightfully ours because we have to help build the kingdom of God. So I don't know what to say outside of that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Everybody put yes, ma'am in the chat. I feel sorry for y'all on TikTok. Y'all can't see Shante. I feel sorry for y'all. Y'all, I really wish y'all could see her. She's such a joy. She got so much light inside of her spirit, you know. So let's get out of here, baby, because I'm worn out. I haven't eaten anything this afternoon. So let me make a few more announcements for you all, so you can learn how to live like Shante is living. Congratulations to you. We are so happy for you, and you're a very humble person. The way you carry yourself is just beautiful. You done helped hundreds of people that's in our network, and I want to say thank you on behalf of everybody else because they really appreciate you and the way that how you conduct yourself. A superstar amongst people you are, and it's my privilege to be a partner. So you keep doing what you're doing, and keep living like you're living, and keep thriving the way you're thriving. Congratulations to your unborn kids being born in the wealth because of the decisions that you're making. So that can be all of us. You know, that can be all of us. Shantae's testimony could be any of us here. Let me see. I'll take about 3 questions. If y'all have a question about why the mortgage is fraudulent, if you got a question, I'll take about 3 questions, and then we're gonna get out of here. Why your mortgage? If you got a question about why your mortgage is fraudulent and what you need to do, I think we made it plain to you. The number one thing I would do is just come to the challenge. That's myfinancialiqchallenge.com, and I would get my seat while before the Zoom is full, because we only gonna take so many people on that Zoom. So I would get my seat while the Zoom is full. But if anybody got a question, I'll answer your question. I don't see any questions over here. Oh, excuse me. I don't see any questions on. I don't see any questions over here. Okay, I don't see no questions on TikTok. Let me see if we got a question here. Robin, what's your question, dear? I'm interested in. I requested a one-on-one. So, Robin, we don't do one-on-one meetings. What we do is we have a challenge because it's just way too many people to talk to somebody one-on-one. Robin, what you can do though is you can sign up for the challenge. That's the best thing to do. Or you can fill out an IQ assessment. That way one of our staff members will call you back. So you can do that. You can't. We don't do like a one-on-one personally, but our staff will call you back if you fill out an IQ. So the easiest thing to do is go on Instagram and put IQ test. That's the easiest thing to do, and then it automatically give you fill it. And it's only $7 for you to take the IQ. As of right now, we're doing that all the way until Monday. Outside of that, come to the challenge. The next challenge is in August, and just go to myfinancialiqchallenge.com. Okay, myfinancialiqchallenge.com, and you get all information right there. Okay, all right. So that answer that question. All right. Okay. So what if you're 23 and don't have a mortgage and just want to start up with knowledge? Okay. Can I recoup 25 years of mortgage payments? No, 3 years. 3 years of mortgage payments you can recoup, Vincent. What if you're 23 and you don't have a mortgage and just want to start up with knowledge? Okay. Come to the challenge. Come to the financial IQ challenge. That's the best. And take the IQ assessment and just put IQ test on Instagram. I know y'all gonna be putting them over here in the messages, and then they're gonna be like, "Brother Ricky, why don't you respond back to us?" I'm like, "Cause the computer don't work. It don't work like that on TikTok, but it work on Instagram like that." So if you go on Instagram and put IQ test in my DM, then it'll send it to you. That's what I would do, and then we can assess your situation, okay? And we'll take time with you. We won't be rushing you. Yeah, that's how you get a free appointment, but it's not an IQ thing. All right. How do you get all your deposits back? Okay. Yeah, you have to have a tax-free trust, and we create those to get your deposits back. What if they already foreclosed on your home? You can still get that back. That doesn't matter. All right, everybody look at this court case, the court case of LaSalle versus Horace versus LaSalle. Y'all look that court case up, okay? And read what happened, how Sister Horace got her money back, and how they paid her whole mortgage off, and they gave her a check on top of that, because they didn't want to. See, when you learn this law and you go into court, they scared of you. See, the reason y'all afraid of people is because you got a little light. That's why we're here to open up your eyes, because you lose your fear once you understand the law. Once you understand, so that's why we teach y'all the laws, so that you won't be afraid. Okay, because the fear is 100% based on just not knowing. When you don't know nothing, of course you're gonna be scared. Okay, so hopefully that answered your question, dear. Can you do this from Italy? In Italy, you can open up our ministry trust, because that's all over the world. So we got a few different trusts, but the ministry trust is a worldwide trust. So yes. Okay, what if they already came? We got that question. All right, we got that question. Okay, we got that question. All right, we got that question. All right, let me see. Anything else over here? I'm gonna get to y'all on Instagram in a second. Just getting on, what is a mortgage fraud? Dr. Leon, you're gonna have to watch the video. We just have to explain the whole thing about what a mortgage fraud is. So you're gonna have to watch the video for us to go over that entire answer again. But the short answer to your question is that your mortgage is a fraud, because the bank can't loan you money. They get it from the Federal Reserve. So they can't sign your mortgage. So they didn't sign it. That's the number one reason. So anytime you got a document that you signed and somebody else didn't sign, it's a false document, and you can refute it. Okay. And that means you can keep your house and don't have to pay the mortgage. That's what I'm talking. All right. But you got to get your status changed to be able to argue this stuff out. So come to the challenge at myfinancialiqchallenge.com, so we can talk to you about how to get your status changed. Okay. Or fill out the IQ test. All right. If y'all start putting it in y'all direct in these messages here, I'll have somebody on social media go on and start sending y'all the link. All right. I don't want to do that. I want y'all to help me help you. by just going to IG. You say, I don't have no IG account. Go open one up. Okay. We're talking about millions of dollars. All right. Just open one up and say, I'm going to go on IG, follow Rick the Wealth Coach, and send him a message that says IQ test. So I can definitely get the link so that you won't be like waiting days and weeks and all that. Because we just decided last week to give y'all personal assessments and have somebody call you back. We never done it before. All right. So congratulations, because you can be one of the first people to get assessed. And it's only $7 right now, if that helps, Doc. Okay. Um, all right, Robin. So you want to start fast, Robin? Okay. Do the assessment, Robin. That'd be the fastest way to do something. Do the assessment. Okay. All right. What my house got foreclosed 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah. The mortgage papers that you paid on a foreclosed house, the same rules apply. It don't matter if it was for, first of all, your house wouldn't have never got foreclosed on if you knew us, because the only person that can foreclose on a crib is HUD. Everybody else who does it, they do it fraudulently. All right. HUD is the only person that can foreclose on a house, and they never do it. Why? Because most people don't understand it. So to answer that question, though, is yeah, you can. Once you get your status change, you get the money back from that too. All right. Does any of this apply to renters if an eviction judgment has been issued? No, for a renter, no. We're not talking about you getting your rent money back from being a renter, like you get your mortgage money back. But once you change your status, if you're a renter and you've been evicted from someplace before and you change your status, now you'll be able to start getting the general money that you put into the public. You'll be able to start getting that money back in general. But today we're talking about mortgages. You want to speak on that, Shante, with all your stuff that you had from people that spent some rent? Because you, listen, Shante is the authority when it comes down, because I believe in getting the bank deposits back. I don't even pay attention to all the debt. I just like to get my bank deposits back. So that's what I like to focus on. But Shante, she got her lunch money from third grade. So what's up with that, baby? For everybody who want to squeeze all the money that they paid out into the system over the last 3 years. And you go over that one more time because somebody asked about their rent.
What was it? Okay, so the question again, because I was answering questions in the chat. So could you repeat the question?
The question was, if I got evicted, we're not dealing with the mortgage. We know that people can get their money back when they foreclose loans. We know that. But if if they got evicted, so the question is, if I got evicted from some place, I want my money back, from the rent that I paid. What about recouping rent money too? You can answer that a lot better than me. So y'all listen to Shante, she can answer that better.
So
are you sure about that?
Yeah. So don't think about individual bills like that. Think about bank deposits. So if you put the rent in the bank, if you put the money in the bank and then you paid the rent out the bank, you still are recouping bank deposits. So in the separate ways that we're going to be handling business, you're going to be able to go back 3 years on bank deposits as well. So you're not going to get the money back from that merchant. You're just going to be able to say, hey, I put 5,000 to pay the 5,000. So we'll recoup the bank deposits.
There you got it. You got it from the crazy coupon queen. I need to follow Shante too. Crazy coupon queen. Yeah, I need to follow. I'm telling you.
Crazy Coupon Secrets.
What's the name of your book?
Crazy Coupon Secrets.
Crazy Coupon Secrets. Y'all need to get that book. All y'all that like to save a whole lot of money. Crazy Coupon Secrets. That's Shantae's book, and she's a crazy coupon queen. So first time me and Shante went to an event with the kids. Like 5, 6, 7 of us, and she started rolling off all these coupons. People like, I'm getting sleepy, baby, so I got to get out of here. Stop laughing, okay? So she started rolling off all these coupons, and she said, "Guess how much we just paid?" I'm like, "I'm scared to ask." All right, supposed to have been like $100-something. $6. We paid $6 to get in the place. Ate all we could eat and all that sort of thing, and it's just amazing. Every single time, she got every coupon known to mankind. And she got a whole class on how y'all can save all y'all money y'all want. So she a millionaire now, got plenty of money, and she's still saving. Just cannot pass up a deal. That's her. That ain't Brother Ricky. All right, polar opposites. You dig what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. So I ain't mad because she made sure nobody be GMing me for my money. She made sure everything. Where we just going? You saved me $1,000 on the hotels. What was that?
In Charlotte.
In Charlotte, yeah. Saved me $1,000 on the hotels last week. So y'all want to get in touch with Shante as a crazy coupon queen. That's what they need to get you at, baby.
Crazy Coupon Secrets on Amazon.
That's your course?
The Crazy Coupon Secrets book is on Amazon, but I'm
If they
creating a
want to
course.
talk to you, they want to send you messages and stuff. What online? How do you get in touch with
Oh, Instagram case, crazy coupon queen. I don't
you?
know,
Crazy
crazy
coupon.
coupon queen on Instagram.
You know your own handle? I tell you, something.
Cause
Crazy
you keep me
coupon.
we so busy.
I know, I know, I know, I
I'm
know
gonna get
you.
my course done this month though, y'all.
All right, so they can start corresponding with you though. So if they got some questions, so Crazy Coupon Queen on Instagram. Y'all want to stay in touch with them. With Shante. She cold with it. She know how to slice a dollar in half. All right. So no more questions over here. All right, so let's see with our Instagram people, and then let's get out of here, honey. I gotta get something to eat. All right. So what's y'all questions over here? I probably missed a whole bunch of questions. So can you put the book name in the chat, please? Okay, so we put a few books out. Um, the number one book I would get is my book. That's Control Everything, Don't Own Nothing. So that's in my bio on Regular Wealth Coach and all my bios. Okay, Control Everything, Don't Own Nothing. The foreword is by my friend Tim Brown. He's the one that introduced me to this whole idea, how to start how to start living this tax-free life. So that's the first book I would get. So just start right there. And then the other book I told y'all about was The Creature from Jekyll's Island. All right. So somebody want to put it in the chat? That's cool. All right. So that's the first two books I would get. And you can order my book online as an ebook, and you can be reading in a few minutes. All right. Can you please how to pay off bankruptcy and rebuild credit score?
I'm
All
answering
right.
that right now.
Okay, but I might as well answer that loud too. So I have a credit academy that I bought. It's the most phenomenal credit clearance service I've ever seen in my life. And one of our friends is listening here right now who had a bankruptcy, and I think score up to like 780. And we took care of her stuff in like 5 months. So if you got a bankruptcy, we just get it off your credit, and that's how you build your stuff back up. So just send a message. Just send us a direct message on my DM saying, about credit, and then we'll give you I'll give you to my daughter. My daughter handles all of that. All right, but we get anything off your credit score because everything on your credit score has to be 100% accurate to be even on there, and it's illegal the way it got put on your report. So they have to take it off. They ain't got no choice. I don't care what it is. We get anything off it on that. All right. All right. So let's see here. All right. Okay, that's you answering a question, Stewart Solutions. So is that somebody asking a question? That's
Yeah,
you,
that
ain't
was
it,
answering essence. Yeah.
okay. All right. Let me make sure. I'm so sleepy. I want to help y'all so much until I couldn't even hardly sleep last night thinking about y'all. But I'm sleepy as heck now. Can you put the book name, essential credit score? Can we answer that question? All right. You don't need to make money if you are an inhabitant of this land. Okay, I don't know what that is. That ain't no question. Anybody else got a question? 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 Are you teaching how to claim the birth certificate estate? Uh-huh. That's part of what we do. Come to myfinancialiqchallenge.com to learn more about that. Okay. Okay, I don't see. It don't look like we got any more questions over here. All right. Okay. I just want to make sure I answered y'all questions. And let's get up out of here. Any of the supply to rentals? Okay, we good? Everybody good? Okay. All right. Everybody enjoy the rest of y'all evening. Everybody say thank you. Everybody put thank you in the chat for Shante. I always thank people when they come in and teach you stuff you don't know. So everybody say thank you. Everybody say thank you. Come on, be polite. Okay. Because she took time out of her Saturday to come over here and talk to us. And I'm real happy for you, honey. And always say thank you to people. Always speak to people when you first meet them. And then always say thank you after you meet them. Just have some common courtesy, and God will really bless your life. Okay. Be grateful and appreciative when you meet people, and let them know, I appreciate you telling me what I didn't know. Thank you for telling me what I didn't know. And now I'm going to do something about my situation, and then watch
Please.
God bless your life. Okay.
Please.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. God bless all of y'all. We love you. You all enjoy the rest of y'all beautiful day. It's been a plum, please, and pleasure. Verify. What is this foolishness? They're trying to tell me to verify, but I'm still the same person. All right, hold on a second now. Okay. I got it. Okay. I'm just trying to say bye. Make no sense. This TikTok stuff, man. I'm not trying to verify nothing. I just want to say bye. Everybody have a great day. Everybody have a great day. All right. Love you, sweetie. Thanks for coming on.
Love you guys. Love you all. Love you, honey.